all together.
Yeah, some 70s on the way starting tomorrow. There's a big warm front that's on the way. But what about this freeze? You know, it's a little bit later than average. I mean, we're pretty close. Our average in Indianapolis is April 15th, but here we are, April 20th. What's our chance of one more freeze? Because you have the average, but doesn't mean every year is going to be the average, right? Rarely are you right at average. Well, we looked ever since 1991 to 2020, and those 30 years, we took a look. How many times have we had one more freeze after April 20th? Well, 40% of the time we had one more freeze. So if you're a gambling person, you know, it's about a 50-50 shot. You may win. Now, here's one thing that this is not accounting for: the actual forecast. When we're looking ahead, at least for the next week, week and a half, we don't have a chance for a freeze. So really what we should do is look, okay, what are the chances of a freeze after April 30th and see what those are. They would be a lot lower. But from here on out, on average, take I-70, kind of go south super roughly. There's less than a 50-50 shot. In fact, there's less than a 10% chance of one more freeze for far southern Indiana. Northern Indiana, there's likely to be at least one more freeze. In fact, for South Bend, the last average freeze is in May, not April. We're looking at our morning temperatures next few days. You can see what we're talking about. I think a lot of us should be fine tomorrow. Parts of northern Indiana could still be a little frosty. But you're looking ahead, more 40s and 50s looking ahead. So warmer weather's on the way, not just for the mornings, but also the afternoons. 70s return by tomorrow. Lindsay, I'm going to send it over to you. How's that crash looking?
Much better, yeah. This was a significant issue over the past hour and a half or so, but we still do have the shoulder blocked, and everyone's kind of merging away from that right travel lane with a semi-involved situation here. Now, this is out on the west side. This is approaching those airport ramps, I-70 eastbound out of Mariplex Parkway. If you go south, northbound, it's Ronald Reagan Parkway.